Do you think the cost of fitting in is just feeling a little unfulfilled? What you were actually losing runs deeper than that. Hi, I'm Akane. I'm a Japanese author and speaker. Today I want to talk about three things you quietly lose when you keep fitting in. We don't lose ourselves all at once. It starts small. One compromise, one silence, one it's fine. Maybe you were afraid of being judged, or you didn't want to stand out, or you just thought it's only a small thing, it doesn't matter. But if you keep ignoring that small gap between who you are and how you are showing up, that gap doesn't stay small, it grows. So, what actually happens when we keep fitting in? I think there are three things we quietly lose. The first one is ourselves. Not dramatically, not all at once, but slowly we stop knowing what we want, what we love, what excites us, what feels like us. We are so busy being who others need us to be that we forget who we actually are. That's not a small thing, that's a cost. The second is a life that was meant for us. This is something I deeply believe. When we show the world only part of who we are, life responds to that part. A slightly hidden version of you tends to attract a slightly misaligned life. The relationships, the work, the opportunities, they come, but they don't quite fit. And you can feel it, that quiet sense of something's off. The third is the people who need you. There's a teaching from Bashar. I don't remember that exact words, but it goes something like this. The fact that you exist and the fact that someone needs you are like two sides of the same coin. In other words, if you are here in this world, then somewhere someone needs exactly what you carry. Not polished, edited, acceptable version. You, the real one. But if you spend your life hiding who you are, how will they ever find you? I want to share something personal here. The opposite of those three costs lived out in my own life. In my early 20s, I didn't have everything figured out. But when I was 20, I lost my father. It was the first time I truly felt in my body that life ends, that none of us are here forever. And from that moment, I had one intention. I want to walk the path my soul wants. That intention led me somewhere unexpected. I tried different jobs, failed at some, and eventually became a nail artist, a skill I could take anywhere in the world, and that's exactly what I did. I moved abroad to Vancouver. I still remember arriving there and feeling like I had stepped into a completely different world. The things I had been struggling with in Japan every single day suddenly felt far away, like they belonged to a different planet. In Vancouver, I learned English, and when I came home, I started teaching it. But the longer I taught, the clearer something became. What I actually wanted wasn't to teach English. I wanted to help people see possibilities in themselves they hadn't noticed yet. and support them in living that out. Then came COVID, and at the same time, I became a mother. It was time to really think about my career. I realized I didn't need to teach English to support people's lives. That's how I found coaching. Coaching led me to writing my book, and writing my book led me here to you. It was like peeling an onion, one layer at a time. Step by step, I moved closer to the core of who I am. Looking back, the people I've met, the experiences I've had, the life I'm living, none of it would have been possible if I had stayed small. Fitting in felt safe. I understand that. But the real cost of fitting in isn't just that you'll feel a little unfulfilled. The real cost is this: you slowly disappear from your own life, and the world loses something it actually needed. So, if there's a part of you that's been hiding, a dream you've been shrinking, a voice you've been silencing, I want you to know that part of you isn't a problem to fix. It might be exactly what you're here for. If fitting in costs us this much, why do we keep doing it? I have a question for you. Is there something in your life right now, a quiet sense of unease, a feeling that you've been holding part of yourself back? What is that feeling trying to tell you about what you really want? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care of your light. Bye.